What up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got new collab. Everything is out. Not really. It's only in the notes. The collab should drop in about 2-3 hours. I don't really know exactly when, but we have all the events out and all the monster skills are out, which is the main part of this whole thing. Bonus mystic event. This always happens. Okay. For every time you summon 10 mystics or a collab unit. So that's pretty cool. Mini game play event. Blah, blah, blah. You play mini game, you get bonus stuff from the looks of it. Boom. Tekken Skill Lab event. So this one is the classic, probably, yeah. Fully skilling up 5 stars and 4 stars collab units. Cool. Tekken sticker collection event. Is this going to be like coins of some sort? Collect Jim Paul Hurang Asia stickers. Oh no, maybe it's something different. Complete sticker sets. Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool. Per check-in, 3 sticker draws. You get Tekken coins to obtain draw chances. Okay, so Tekken coins are Tekken coins. Per set, 1 mystic up to 30 mystics. Trade stickers with guild members. What? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Number of sets complete. Devilmon Legend Scroll, Tekken Scroll. Pretty cool. Bonus. You get some energy and mana. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Pretty cool. Special Tekken Tournament Shop event. Okay, this one's also a classic. Farm coins and get bonus juice. Tekken coins when victory shop. Round 1 victory shop. What do we have here? Nothing. Here we have rune sets and Tekken scroll and legendary scroll. Boom. Legendary attribute up to 2 times. LD. More scrolls. More runes. Another Tekken scroll from this. So 2 Tekken scrolls from this. Okay. Okay. Classic. These are classic. Oh, Heihachi giveaway event as well. Classic. Yeah, pretty events looking pretty classic. Just as per usual. These are the runes you get. Defense accuracy on attack rune. Yes, Comtos, that's exactly what we need on a rage attack percent rune. Thank you. Yeah, the runes look pretty shit, all of them. This one's the best, but it's just a mediocre purple rune. Yeah, some bonus stuff here, blah blah blah. That's cool. Wait, no, the update didn't drop yet, right? It's just a notice. Yeah, I'm guessing, because it should drop a little bit later. All skills are out. Okay, this is what we came for. Okay, this is what we came here for. Jin, Hwarang, Paul, Nina, and Heihachi. We already seen Heihachi, so that's, yeah, whatever. All right, let's go. Attacks all enemies. Attacks the enemy 3 times. I already said that's a pretty good skill. Yeah, it's pretty solid. This one is new. Corpse Crusher. Attacks all enemies to decrease their attack bar by 30%. With the 50% chance. And decrease their attack speed for 2 turns. With a 50% chance. If this goes up activation-wise to 70... it could be decent. It depends on the cooldown as well. It is a decrease, not an absorb. 30% is pretty low, but for a second skill, if it's a 70, maybe not too terrible. But yeah. Awakened Thunder God Fist. Passive. When you're attacked during the enemy's turn, decrease damage taken by 50% and resists harmful effects. And then attacks. What? When attacked on enemy's turn, decreases the damage taken by 50% and resists harmful effects. And then attacks all enemies to remove one beneficial effect with a 70% chance. Does this mean you attack with skill 1? No, there's no way. No. That's probably just an inbuilt one hit. Because if you do counter with the skill 1, it would probably say it if you did. Then it would be a triple hit, strip, triple dot. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. We can dream though, but I don't think that's happening. I'll be completely honest. Okay? Cool though. Not too bad. Not too bad. I kind of like it. AoE Revenge. That resists harmful effects and damage taken. That's a good passive. And that I didn't expect it to start pretty well. That's actually a pretty good passive. It's for a just released unit. Pretty solid in my opinion. Pretty solid. Hope I'm not reading this wrong. I'm not missing something. But it does look like it's gonna be an inbuilt one-hit revenge. AoE strip revenge is something we've never seen though. That's kind of sick. I don't know if this goes up with skill ups. If it does, makes it even stronger. But yeah, I mean, pretty good fucking skill. I can't even lie. We already seen this. We've already seen this. 4-star passive. Decrease the damage taken by 50%. Wait, so do they all have like the damage decrease? And increase the damage dealt by 100% when your HP is at 23.5. What? What? 23.5 or below. I wonder what's the reasoning behind this. 23.5. Okay, interesting. I don't know what to think about this. Like, I really don't. It doesn't, I mean, it's a 4-star. It doesn't look good. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it's probably not good. Wind one, same skill 2 as the fire one. Attacks the enemy 5 times. Each hit grants Oblivion for 2 turns. And decreases its attack power for 2 turns. Deals additional damage according to the difference between your attack power and the target's. So a 5 hit Oblivion decrease attack power. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It doesn't defense break. It's only a 2-turn Oblivion. It doesn't do anything other than Oblivion, basically, because attack break is kinda useless. It is decent, but just having these 2 things, it's a pretty bad skill. You know, there's no reason to use this over a Christina, right? Christina Oblivions, and she's just a better unit, even though no one uses Christina. Tessa is way better. Still, no cooldown. Potential 3-turn extension. A million times better, right? Yeah, it just sucks. Light, 4-star as well. Attacks enemies 2 times, blah, blah, blah. We've already seen that. And another passive. It's just a lot of passives, huh? Decrease the enemy's attack bar by 20% when you attack. In addition, increase your attack bar by 50% of the attack bar you decreased. Couldn't you just say increase attack bar by 10%? Because, like, you're never gonna... I mean, sure. No? What? There isn't anything to multiply your attack bar decrease, right? There isn't any unit that multiplies that, is it? I guess if you decrease less, then you're gonna get less bar. Because like some units make it so you decrease less. So it's just kind of a thing that limits him from getting less bar if you know. Yeah, it's pretty shit. It's a 4-star though, but it's pretty shitty. Dark one we already seen. I already said what I have to say about him. He's kind of like just like Dark Yuji, but shittier. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Fire Huarong, passive as well. Attacks enemies 3 times, already seen that. Attacks the enemy 3 times to remove 1 beneficial effect with 50% each. When used on an enemy with no beneficial effects, the skill is activated after attacking the enemy with the backlash. Okay. So you're not getting the strip thing, but you are getting 6 hits. Not bad. I mean, you're just spamming skill 1 or yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. For a 4-star, pretty cool. Blood Talon leaves a branding effect for 2 turns with a 30% chance on each attack. When attacking an enemy granted with a beneficial effect, Haunting Hawk is activated. Wait, why is this 4-star kind of cool? So if you don't have beneficial effects on the enemy, this activates. But if there is beneficial effects... Wait, what? It's a passive. Wait a minute. Leaves a branding effect. When attacking an enemy granted with a beneficial effect. What? So like you always use both of them. Or what? When using an enemy with no beneficial effects, this skill is activated. Yeah. But also if you attack an enemy with beneficial effects, it's also activated. So it's so weird though. It's like they made 2 things just to say like that he always uses it. I guess if I'm not reading this wrong, but that's what it looks like. It looks like that every time that you use this, you will get this as well. But then you could also use this, and then I guess you also get this again. If you use the second skill, you get second skill again, I guess, if you're punching someone with beneficial effects. Yeah. So it gives you more chance to strip and more damage. So you're getting 6 hits no matter what in every scenario. Or on a 4-star unit. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This unit has no protection. It only strips, and yeah, that's it. It's just like it doesn't do anything technically, but it looks like it does a lot of things, but it doesn't do almost anything, kinda. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a necro unit, to be honest, because they give him branding, and he always does 6 hits, so it's probably just a necro kind of unit. Did we see this guy? No. Attacks the enemy 4 times. We've seen this skill. Dynamite Heal increases your attack speed for 3 turns and attacks the enemy to set his bar to 0. At this time, increase your attack bar by the attack bar you decreased. So you punch, you get 3 turn speed buff, and then you fully push, and then you get the bar that you pushed. So you are getting cut always, basically. kinda. But speed buff can help him with that a little bit. So it is cool that he has a speed buff. But yeah, I don't know. It could be interesting. This one could be interesting. Again, no protection, no. It's single target. You know, it's whatever. You know, it's whatever. This one I've already talked about it. It looks very cool, but the main part is that you don't really care if your follow, because he's a follow-up unit, and you don't really care if your follow-up gets countered or attack bar, or like enemies can't get attack bar from the follow-up, because the whole point is that if your setup gets countered by these things, which it will, the Verd and Tianlang and blah blah blah, your follow-up will get fucked. Because the setup is what triggers these things, right? These things that counter you. So let's say you trigger a Megumi, boom, you get stunned on this guy. Let's say you trigger a Hey Gang, boom, your whole team is fucked, right? And the strippers are the ones, the setup is the ones that are gonna trigger these things. Now, maybe people find some different ways to use him, but I don't think he will be used in reality. You know, it looks cool on paper, but in reality, probably not going to be used. I feel like the only way he could be usable is if he becomes a stripper in the future. Because then you are a setup that doesn't get triggered by these things, right? But even if he becomes a stripper, he's still just a stripper, right? There's no pushback, there's no stun, there's no any debuff, there's nothing. It's just damage, strip, that's it. But again, if he was a stripper, I could see it being used. Like, I could see it being used, because you could speed tune stuff to him and be like, okay, and this is worth me speed tuning my follow-up right behind him. Like, so yeah, it could be cool, but yeah, we'll see. Passive on the light one. Punch parry. Bro, why do you punch parry? That's not cool. Always gains attribute advantage when you are attacked. What? Always gains attribute advantage when you are attacked by an enemy. That's probably a typo. It's probably when you attack an enemy. Because why the fuck would they have advantage over you? Increases your attack speed by 20% up to 200%. Oh god, this is so bad. God, they just made like a shit light Siri, and she is shit. Trust me. It's the same damn unit, basically. Yeah, this is terrible. We're just gonna skip him. Terrible. Dark Warung. It's so sad. That's the only LD5 from this family, and he's worse than all the elemental ones, pretty much. Classic come to us. Hunting Hawk, we've seen that. Trinity Claymore, 4-star. Activates Trinity Claymore with 10% chance on each attack, or with a 50% chance upon successfully removing a beneficial effect. Okay, when the skill is used, attacks the enemy with backlash, which connects to Hunting Hawk. Bro, these 4-stars are fun. So, yeah, if you use skill 2, this skill has a 50% chance to activate. And if it activates, you activate Hunting Hawk and backlash again. So you get... What? What the fuck is Trinity Claymore then? So what does Trinity Claymore do? Because it says activates Trinity Claymore with a 10% chance on each attack, or with a 50% chance upon successfully removing beneficial effects. Once the skill is used, so what does the skill do though? when it's used. Attacks the enemy with a backlash which connects the hunting hawk. So it's not a passive that's there and it says, oh, when you attack or you do this, you, right? It's not a passive. Or is it? Maybe it doesn't say. Because the skill is basically you using these two skills. But is there anything before that? Is it a hit? Is it a... What is it? Like, is there anything else that it does? Or does it just use these two? Because using this also procs the... Oh my god, bro. Like, I don't even know. What is this? I'm just... This is just confusing me. It's so weird. We'll see. Okay, we'll see soon enough how it works. I don't fucking know. Paul Phoenix. Provoke 1 turn, attacks enemy 2 times, first hit grants irresistible effect for 2 turns with a 30% chance, second hit stuns for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Damage of this attack is raised based on your max HP. So basically, this probably goes to 50, which means that you have a 50% chance to put irresistible, and then if you put irresistible, then the stun can't get resisted, but then the stun is going to be 70 if it goes up with skill ups, which again, activation has nothing to do with resistance, so if you miss the activation, you're still fucked. It's a skill 2, it's whatever. It's a stun skill 2, that's kind of it. Alright, that's kind of it. It kind of sucks, but it's kind of interesting. But yeah. Big Bang Phoenix Smasher increases the attack power of all allies by 15% and attacks the enemy, deal damage proportionally to your max HP. Deals damage by 30% of your max HP when this attack does not land as a glancing hit. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a bar boost. It's an AoE bar boost. But then it does like 40% of enemies' HP. If you account the max HP damage plus the 30%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's like a 40%, 50% maybe. I don't know how much this is gonna be, right? The damage proportionate to max HP. How much is that gonna be? I mean, depends on the build, but it could do up to a good amount. Now again, it depends on the base speed a lot, how it's gonna be. But that sounds pretty cool. That's a cool skill. 15% is a little bit shitty though. They should have made it 20 because 15 doesn't counter Hey Gang. And it's very hard to speed tune too. Okay? So it is a little bit annoying. They made it 15. Comtos knows what they're doing. They fucking love Hey Gang. They suck his... Okay, I'm not gonna go there. Let's continue. Water 1 sucks. We've seen this guy. Terrible. Wind 1. Skill 2 we've seen. Passive. Gains immunity against attack power reduction effects. In addition, increases bar of all allies by 15% whenever an ally's skill cooldown increases. Does that mean whenever they use their skills as well? Or is it only when you get reset? Probably the first part. Because if it's only reset, it might never even proc. It's gonna be a rare thing to proc, and then you only get 15 bar. I mean, it's not terrible though. If you think about it, in a turn 1 scenario where Sekhmet moves and resets you, and then your whole team cuts, I can see the usage of this. I can see the usage of this. It's not terrible, actually, now that I think about it. It's like, I hate that they keep making these fucking cutting mechanics where you just magically, oh, you magically took a turn. Wow, congrats. It's so fucking annoying. Okay, but they keep making them. And it's stupid. And they need to stop doing this shit. But it's not a bad skill. Okay? Now that I think about it a bit more, it's not terrible. But again, stop doing this shit. Okay? We don't want more bullshit, just magic turn-taking units. Okay? Light. Attacks the enemy 3 times. The first hit removes all beneficial effects. The second hit leaves a branding. The third hit puts Oblivion. 4-star Oblivion unit. Is it good? No. Is it kind of cool? Yeah. Moving on. This poor guy got 2 4-star LDs in the family. GG. Attacks the enemy 3 times to decrease attack speed for 2 turns, blah blah blah. Grants counterattack on yourself for 1 turn. And attacks the enemies 2 times to increase chance of landing glance hit. And then attacks all enemies to provoke them for 1 turn. I don't know, man. It's cool. It's a 4-star. I mean, I don't know. For a 4-star, I guess it's kind of cool. Is it going to see any use? Probably not. Probably not. In Siege? No idea. As you move 3 times, first removes 1 wish effect, and the second hit decreases defense. Okay. Attacks the enemy 4 times to destroy its max HP. Oh, God, yes. Finally. And increase its skill cooldown by 1 time each. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just... One note. Well, I'm gonna say this later. Okay, I'll save this for later. Next one. Attacks enemies 3 times. First hit removes 1 of it, blah, blah, blah. That's the same skill. Assassination Arts. Inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns. In addition, increase attack bar by 100% when an enemy with 50 or below recovers HP. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Could this be good? Probably not amazing, but situational maybe. Not sure. Not sure. Takes maybe 2 times, granted silence for 1 turn, and then secondly decrease attack power. I like this second skill way more. The strip defense break. I think I like it more than this one. I mean, they're both kind of mid. This one is 3 hits, this one is 2 hits. This one's probably better because it is way consistent, right? Power charge. Attacks enemy deal damage increase 50% for each beneficial effect granted yourself, a harmful effect granted the enemy. Pretty terrible. Light one, we've already seen. It's decent, but it doesn't really do anything. So yeah, it's pretty shit at the end of the day. Dark one, we haven't seen. Right. This one is this one looks like it's interesting. Grants mark on the enemy with the lowest max HP. Okay. And if the target is removed from battle, mark is granted on the next target. This skill does not activate in boss battles and can be granted on a single target at a time. Mark. Increase the damage that all allies deal to the marked target by 25%. The caster absorbs the attack bar by 20% whenever attacking the marked target. So, does mark get instantly activated when the match starts? Or does mark get activated when she moves? Because it doesn't say when you attack, when you move. It just says grants mark on the enemy with the lowest max HP. That's it. So the mark is there. And then it's easier to kill a unit that's marked, basically. And then the mark just moves on. Can't cleanse the mark. I'm guessing it's like Dooman. And yeah, you get absorb when you punch the target with her specifically. Do I like this? I kind of do. But it looks like it's gonna need some buffing. But I do like it. It's unique. It's a new mechanic, technically. So yeah, could be interesting. Could be interesting. And then we saw the Heihachi. And then we get to the point of, is this good? Well, we knew this. Okay? If you have been playing this game for a long time, you know the Comtois strategy. Okay? They release new units, purposely making them shitty. Which, it's sad to see, and it's very annoying. I'm very sad to say this, but basically none of these will actually be used, probably, for now. Now, some might be used a bit. And when I say they won't be used, I am talking mostly about RTA. Because in Siege, you can use anything. In farming, you can use anything. These contents are too easy, so you can use anything. Okay? We're talking specifically RTA. All right? Nothing here seems that good or better than anything else that's meta at the moment. And if there's nothing better, people won't use it. Because it doesn't bring them wins, obviously, right? There are some fun, cool stuff though. But fun, cool stuff isn't important to most players who play RTA, okay? Most people, they want to get in there, they want to win. That's it. Winning is the most fun for most people. And Comtois has a strategy where they just do this shit. And then they have like, they know what to buff next, right? They always leave room to buff stuff in the next balance patches. It's like they're afraid that they won't have shit to buff. And then magically now, you know, they purposely make these units shit. I really wish they would stop doing this. Because it's annoying. Now, there might be a little bit of hope for some of these units based on speed leads, based on awakenings. Okay? That's what I wanted to touch on. Some of them could maybe become usable because of that instantly. But nothing blew me away. Okay, here in these units, nothing blew me away. Fire Jin looks like the best one from what I've seen. Nothing really blew me away. He is kind of the most useful one from the looks of it. It's a decent protection, good protection, right? Good protection. HP unit, can't debuff him. like resist harmful fix. Right, that's just like decrease damage taken at 50%. And then resist harmful fix. That's 100. Unless it's translated poorly. And then he full counters with the AoE that strips. That's kind of fucking cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. Nothing really that crazy, right? Nothing that crazy. This guy, no, it's this guy. Yeah, this guy maybe has some potential. This guy, I mean, we good on paper, but probably not gonna be that good. This guy has a little bit of potential, maybe. This one has some potential. It's good to get them, right? It's good to get them, but at the moment, they probably won't be super usable, you know, but I always say this, it is good to get them. They are limited. That's the main selling point of these units at the moment. They're limited. If you don't get them now, you won't be able to get them later, right? In this form, which, yeah, I think it's the limited factor that makes these collabs cool at the end of the day, you know? How good the units are, they're usually not anything special. They're not great on release. I wish that would change, but it is what it is. Com2uS does things in a very specific, very old school way, very like, they don't really like change. And it's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. And that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the new units. Hop on the live stream today, okay? Hop on the live streams on Twitch, on YouTube. I stream on both platforms. Yeah, I stream every day, 4 or 5 p.m. We start CET. And yeah, I'll be doing some summons. We're going to have some fun with the collab. And then we're going to go back to RTA, just as usual. But yeah, thanks for being here. Much love. Stay safe. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.